What's up, hotties? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Leslie, and today we are talking all about skin. So if you've been wondering what I do to maintain this clear, radiant, luminescent skin, I know everybody always says, y'all been asking about my skincare routine, but as you can see, they have. So I want to make sure that I share with you everything that I'm doing from day to night, plus all of the tools and the products that I use. If you want to know more, stay tuned. This video is just for you. Welcome back to the channel. It's so good to be with you again. Okay, like I said in that intro, we are talking about skin today. So one of the things that you need to know, for me, I think that there are 4 things that make great skin. And 1, that's diet. 2 is drinking a lot of water. 3, it's getting sleep. And 4 is products and tools. As you can see, I put products and tools at the end because if you're not eating well, if you're not drinking water, and you're not sleeping, it's gonna show up on your skin. You know that our bodies are always going to react to the things that we do to it or the things that we don't do to it. And so often we're looking at people like, dang, how did their skin get like that? Why do they look so young? Or why is their skin so bright? It's largely because of what they eat. Your face will tell you that it doesn't like what you're eating. Your body will tell you that it doesn't think you're drinking enough water. Your body will tell you you need to go to bed. Okay, so if you're constantly with the puffy eyes, if you're feeling like you got bags, if your skin just feels a little dull, take a look first and foremost at what you're eating, at the amount of water you're drinking or not drinking, and then think about your sleep. My diet, I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian. I would probably say that I'm still working on leaning more plant forward. It doesn't mean that every single one of my meals doesn't have meat in it because I still eat meat, but I'm very mindful to always make sure that my vegetables or my fresh foods are definitely the majority of my plate. It doesn't mean that you can't have fast food. Just be mindful about everything that you're putting in and try to balance it out. You know what I mean? If you're gonna have you a burger, enjoy your burger. Just sometimes don't always get the fries too. Get a salad on the side. Get some sort of vegetable. Those are the things that I think are really important that we don't always think about when we're mentioning skincare. Your skin starts from within first. Literally, it starts from within. One of the main culprits of breakouts and dull skin is sugar. So you have to be mindful about the amount of sugar that you're taking in every day. That could be in a soda, that could be in your coffee, in your tea. You know, if you're constantly going to get coffee and matcha and you're using sweetened creamer, all the syrups and stuff, that kind of stuff is just sugar, and it really will affect your skin and how it looks. You know, it's just the facts. That also includes alcohol. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I do not drink during the week. That is like a staple rule for me. That is one of the hard, staunch rules that I follow, and I do feel that that adds and is a contributor to the reason my skin is so clear. Number 2, getting enough water. Y'all, I love a cup. Okay, we all love a sippy cup. Now, some of my favorite cups come from Simply Modern. I know everybody is a Stanley girl. I just feel like Stanleys are a little bulky for me. I love the Simply Moderns because they come in a size that's doable. This, I believe, is 24. Yes, this is a 24-ounce cup. It's one of my favorite cups. I love the colors that they come in. Again, y'all know I love neutral stuff, so black, blush, beige. So I'm constantly sipping on this, like always drinking water. I do not have anything else to drink typically other than water and maybe the occasional poppy that I have. If I'm not drinking that, then I'm gonna drink sparkling water. So I'm always having like a Perrier, Waterloo, what have you. But I don't drink a lot of juice ever, really. You know, so again, I'm being mindful of my sugar intake. But water, you need water. When people are like, I don't like water, grow up. Like, I love you so much, but you gotta grow up. You need to drink water. Your body is water. And so you need to replenish it. That's how your skin stays supple. That's how it stays soft, because you need the moisture inside your body. If your body is dried out, that's why your skin doesn't look great, because your body is dry, right? You really can just be dry from the inside out. So water is very important. Drinking water is vital. If you want great skin, you need to drink water. Make it fun. Get a cute cup. When you have a cute cup, when stuff is cute, you want to do it more. Those of you that are drinking those half-gallon jugs, you enjoy that. That's not really for me. I don't want to walk around with something that cumbersome, but if you want to, enjoy it, but drink your water. 3, on sleep. Let me tell you, as a person who was not the best sleeper. Like, I always joke that I haven't had a full night of sleep since 2008 because that's when my first child was born. And I can function on like 3 to 4 hours of sleep, right? To be honest. Now, it's not good for you. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. So I have trained myself to go to bed. Like, I have to be in my bed at 11 o'clock every night. That's like a good time for me. Because if I go to bed at 9 or 10, I'm just be laying there. But 11 is good. I have time to settle down. I read. I might pay me a little Candy Crush, just like my guilty pleasure. But I'm making sure that I'm getting in the bed. Because when you get rest, your body gets to rejuvenate. And that includes your skin. Your skin is your largest organ. And I think that sometimes we forget that all of these other things play a part into how good our skin looks. Right? So eating well, drinking water, getting sleep are the first 3 things that you need to make sure that you have great skin. And now we can get to part 4, which is the products and the tools, which is what everybody is always asking. So first things first, I'm going to share with you guys my daytime like skincare routine. Now this is what I typically do if I come home from the gym after I take my shower and I wash my face. Okay, so typically before I wash my face, I do have some tools that I like to use to kind of, you know, keep me together. So I love to use these like towel head wraps. And I do this because obviously I have short hair and I don't want my edges to always get messed up. So I normally like will wrap my head, this is just around my edges, just to protect them, to make sure that they don't get wet when I'm washing my face. Also, I love to use these little wrist guards. So, you know, they're basically just kind of like towel wrist guards, and I got them from Amazon. They're going to be linked in the description box. And so I will just put these on so you don't have water running down your arms. You know, like, I don't like to just make a mess. And sometimes, you know, your eyes are closed, you're trying to wash your face, and then you got water everywhere. It's chaos, okay? So I use these just so that the water running down my hands is just going right into my wristbands, and that way my arms are not all wet, and so is the floor when I'm done washing my face. Now we'll wash our face, and I'll show you guys how I get this done. Now that I'm done washing my face, I don't use a regular like face towel to dry my face. Instead, I use these disposable eco-friendly kind of towels. Now I have it like taped to the back so you can't see the brand, but it's called Foaming. Again, I get these on Amazon. They'll be linked. And I do this because I'm sure if you haven't heard, you know, your face towel really will hold bacteria. It's been sitting, you dried it, you know, it's got all the little dirt on it, whatever leftover dirt you didn't get off of your face. So I love these because I genuinely feel like, one, it's soaking up all, you know, the water, but 2, it's getting any leftover dirt. No water, okay? Not everywhere. And then normally, like, you know, if there's water on the sink, I'll just wipe it down with that. I like to turn these inside out so they can dry, and then I put those to the side. Now, on a regular day, after I've, you know, if I haven't gone to the gym and I'm just getting up in the morning and washing my face, I won't use my Kiehl's because I don't essentially want to wash away all of the serums and everything that I used on my face the previous night before. So if it's not a gym morning, then I will use my La Roche-Posay Gentle Cleanser, which is amazing. One of my favorites. It's very soft, leaves the skin supple. Again, it doesn't strip the skin, so I'm not feeling like just dry, okay, and ashy. Okay, after I wash my face, I always use a toner. And my favorite toner is from Laneige. As you can see, it is coming to the end, okay? I am waiting for the Sephora sale, which starts in a week, before I buy another one. But I use this every day. This is the cream skin, and I will say that it has made my skin just feel soft, luminescent, very bright. Again, toners get any leftover or residual dirt that you may have left behind. So it's good to add the moisture back to your face while also using that. I just use these regular premium cotton rounds from Target. And so I like to get the ones that have like the fuzzy side, but also have like the flat side. So I just put a little of the toner here, and this is going to be the end of this bottle. I put it on, and then I'll just wipe this across my face, you know, forehead, chin, nose, etc. Remember, don't forget the neck, okay? Your neck is also a part of your face. Now, if you're getting right out of the shower, you don't necessarily need to wash all down your neck, but any products, any lotions, sunscreen, serums, always go from forehead to neck, okay? Once I'm done with my toner, it depends on the day that will determine what I use as far as serums go, because I normally just alternate on and off. So some days I use this hyaluronic acid serum that I love from Good Molecules, which is an amazing brand, very affordable, very approachable. You can get it at Ulta. I love this because it just like plumps up the face and just gives it so much moisture. And you know you want to put on all your serums before you put on your moisturizer. So I bought this once in a small bottle and it was gone so fast. So you see I had to buy this big bottle. But this big bottle was still maybe only 12 bucks. So I just put the serum, a few drops like this onto my face. And then we're going to rub that in. And then I give the serums time, usually like 30 seconds to dry, right? You don't want to add the next product immediately because then it's basically just not, you know, gonna do what it needs to do. It has no time to penetrate and get in the skin. Now, if I'm not using a hyaluronic acid, and that means it's a vitamin C day. The vitamin C that I've been using lately is the Paula's Choice vitamin C. Now, technically, this is like a little booster, so you can add it, you know, to like moisturizers or other things. I liked this vitamin C, but I don't know if it was my favorite. I think I prefer maybe something a little thicker. This, because it was a boost and could be added to something, it was like much more viscous, like kind of, you know, just a little more watery than I wanted it to be. But I will use that and put it on next. I will use that serum and then it's time for moisturizer. And I can feel like, you can feel a little bit of the tackiness on your skin to know that like your serum is starting to set. So that's when I will use some moisturizer. Now here we are with my good friend Kiehl's. Listen, let me tell you something, y'all. I love Kiehl's. This is one of my favorite brands. Now I will say Kiehl's can be a little expensive. It's like, you gotta invest. This bottle, I think a moisturizer was probably $47. So yeah, it's a $50 moisturizer, but it's quality. You will use it, you will come back to it. So I just squeeze like a little dollop on my hand, and then I'm gonna take it and rub it in. And you wanna make sure that you are moisturizing. Now this moisturizer is like just thick enough. You know, it's not too thick that it feels like something that you would only use in the winter. Right? Because you know you have your winter moisturizers and then you have your like warm weather moisturizers. So again, I'm gonna take that down onto my neck, but I'm gonna rub that in like so. And you can see just how like moisturized my skin looks just by having that, right? And we allowed our serum to kind of rest and set in there. So then I use this moisturizer. Now, because it is still, it's spring now, but I can feel sometimes when I know my skin is thirsty. So I also use the Weleda Skin Food, which this is a very thick moisturizer, very rich. For somebody that has like oily skin or sensitive skin, I would be mindful about using it because this could clog your pores. So I'll take a little, probably like that. And because I'm not gonna put on makeup today, I don't mind my face being like overly moisturized. If I was gonna wear makeup, I likely would not put this moisturizer on because I don't want it to not like kind of mix well with my makeup. This would just make my makeup slide. So this is another very moisturizing, you know, kind of cream, and I love it. It's my favorite to use during the winter because, you know, when your skin is just feeling chapped and dry, honey, you don't need that. I live in California. It's dry, okay? The final step to my daytime routine would be sunscreen. So this is the Shiseido sunscreen. One of my favorites. This is 50. So it's gonna be like, you know, this is good for like everyday wear, right? Now, I enjoy the way, one, the Shiseido smells, but I also enjoy, obviously, how it blends. It goes on so smooth and so easy. So, always wear sunscreen. Now, again, I'm not going outside too much, so I'm just gonna like put on a bit. If I was going to the beach or I was gonna be outside driving and walking around, then I would probably put on a bit more. But you want to wear sunscreen every day because that will protect your skin, obviously. And you will start to notice the difference in like when you wear sunscreen and when you don't. Now look at this. Not a single white cast in sight, okay? This is amazing sunscreen. One of my favorites. Goes on smooth, dries down smooth, perfect. And that's really my daytime skin routine. This is what I will do every day after the gym, when I wake up in the morning, whatever it is. This is how I'm gonna prep my skin. And those are the products that I will use. I will link everything below. And now I will show you my nighttime routine. So for my nighttime routine, that also kind of fluctuates depending on if I have a full face of makeup or if I'm just washing the day off of my face. If I'm just washing the day off of my face, we'll start again by using the Kiehl's. That is my go-to face wash. So I will use Kiehl's. And then after that, I'm going to use the Laneige toner once more, unless I'm feeling like I have a breakout coming on, you know, whether that's period bumps or just hormonal kind of things that have happened. Then I like to use the Ordinary toner. As you can see, this is almost gone too. Focus, there we go. So I will use the Ordinary toner, and this is glycolic acid, so it really just kind of pulls a lot of the dirt out. This is not something I personally would use every day because I don't have acne prone skin, so this is not like something I'm gonna go to. But if I can feel a breakout coming, if I can see a breakout coming, this is like, it's got the healing powers of Jesus, okay? It will help take the breakout down. And so I really enjoy using that. That is super affordable. I think it's literally like $10 for that big old bottle. The Ordinary has pretty good products, and they're also very, very affordable. Once I've washed my face and I've toned and I've done all that, then I'm gonna go in usually with my nighttime serums. And I usually fluctuate between 3. I have 2 that I can show you right now because I believe I'm all out of the other one. So I alternate between this Drunk Elephant. See if I can get it to focus for you guys. Okay, so this is the Drunk Elephant Power Peptide. This is resurfacing serum. So you will feel like the actual physical effects of it because it is like resurfacing the skin. So it's breaking down kind of the old, like, you know, crusties and taking them off. And that's just like a little tingle. So it'll feel kind of like little like pokes, and it goes away very quickly. But you'll get used to it. So I usually use like a squirt or 2 of this, and then I put it on, I let it kind of do its little work, again, 30 seconds. After I've done that, then I'll move on to moisturizer. If it's not a resurface serum day, then it is a retinol day. I love to use the Drunk Elephant Retinol. Let's see if this will focus for you guys. Perfect. This is one of my favorite retinols. Now, retinol is a product that you have to work your way up to, meaning you have to start by using it like once a week, then twice a week, then you can, you know, work your way up because it is a very strong product. Now, some retinols are different than the other. Some retinols are very, very strong, and you want to be mindful about wearing them because when you're wearing retinol, you have got to wear sunscreen. These two, they besties. They go hand in hand. They go together real bad. You cannot be wearing retinol on a regular basis and not wearing sunscreen because you will tear your face up, okay? But if you're 30 plus, if you're like in your late 20s, get into your 30s, retinol is your best friend. And retinol basically helps you keep your skin surface smooth. So it's gonna keep like those wrinkles away. Now granted, nothing wrong with a good wrinkle, it shows wisdom. But it will keep your face also plump. It will keep your skin like healthy. Retinol is one of the things that you need, and it really like will put away, you know, kind of like break offs or stave off those things from happening. So retinol is a must in my cabinet. There are other brands like Shani Darden. She's a black esthetician. She has like a good retinol people love. If you like Kate Somerville, she has a retinol. I personally have found that this Drunk Elephant one has been the best for me, largely because it doesn't have a very strong scent, and so that's why I enjoy it. You can, the serums that I don't have to show you right now is my Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. Y'all, that serum works wonders. I love it. I told you guys before, maybe last year, Estee Lauder sent me a huge pack that had 8 bottles of that serum in it. It was, Estee Lauder, please love on me again, okay? That was the best. I love that serum. When you talk about really seeing something, a product working, that serum will work. Now, what I will tell you is this: it is expensive. It is probably $125 a bottle for like a big bottle. Now, what I'll also tell you is Ulta will often have it on sale and you can get it for 50% off. Now you gotta catch it because they kind of tricky. Sometimes I think they'll say it's sold out just so they can be like, oh no. I think they have a certain amount that they'll sell for 50% off, and then they be like, oh, it's sold out, and then the next day it's like, oh, it's restocked when it's back to regular price. So you just gotta keep it in your cart, and that way if it's always in your cart on the app, you'll get a notification like this product is on sale. But Ulta will always have it. So look there. That is one of my favorite serums. I need to re-up, need to get some more, but that is a serum that I have watched do wonders to my face. I'm talking about smoothing. Like, I wake up in the morning and I just look good, honey, well rested, okay, like refreshed. That's where it's at. And then I go in with my moisturizers, and then you saw my Kiehl's moisturizer, my Weleda moisturizer. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I need a little bit more and I want to look like a glazed donut before I go to bed, then I will use this squalane oil, which I use from Good Molecules. Again, there's a product, you can get one from Biosense. They have a squalane oil mixed with rose hip, and they mimic kind of sebum, which is the ultimate natural oil that occurs in your skin. And then those oils mimic kind of what it does. So this is perfect. Now you only need like a drop or two. You don't need to go crazy. But I like to look like a little glazed donut, and I will use this oil at night sometimes. And that's also really, really good for the skin. And then after that, I like to put a little lip on. So this is the Laneige like lip mask. You know, so we just take a little, we rub it in. And that's actually like the whole, you know, nighttime, daytime routine with the little lip. Okay? We don't want to be ashy by the lip, honey. If you ashy by the mouth, you got to get that together. Now, if I have on makeup, right, then we have to do double cleansing. I don't know how y'all go to sleep with makeup on your face. Let's have a meeting. Come closer. Come close. We're not gonna do that. Wash your face, okay? Wash that makeup off of your face. You were cute. I promise you looked so good. But you're gonna get to look that good again. You will get to do that beat. You will get to do that glam again. But you're not gonna go to bed with it, okay? Now, I said what I said. Do not go to sleep with your makeup on. This is coming from somebody who's had to do stage makeup, who's had to do television makeup. This works. It will get it off every time. You need some sort of melter, okay? This one that I have right now is one of my favorites. This is the Drunk Elephant Melting Butter Cleanser. This right here is so good. This is what it looks like on the inside, and look, it's almost all gone. Okay? Because I'm using it. You want to put this on, and what it'll do is like, it's just going to melt your makeup away. Now you can activate it with a little water, so sometimes I run a little water. The best part is that it comes with this little spatula, but it clicks on top of the container, which is genius, because so many of these brands will make a spatula, but then it doesn't have anywhere to go. So then the spatula is just flopping around raw dog in the air. That's not good. I don't like that, okay? So that Drunk Elephant, it's my favorite. You just put it on, you smooth it all over your face. You can get a little water to emulsify it, which means like bring it together. You're gonna do this, and then you could take one of the towels, okay, and you could wipe it off, or I just go ahead and rinse it off with water, and then I'm gonna go behind that and use my cleanser, all right? So you have to double cleanse, because you could look at your face and you think, oh, the makeup is gone, I don't see anymore. It's still on there. It has penetrated in the pores and it's sitting. So you have got to double cleanse your face. So let's say you don't have like full glam makeup. That's not your going out face, but you had on like mascara, lipstick, a little eyeliner, brows. Then micellar water. Okay, now I love the Bioderma. Some people just, you know, will use like the Garnier one. That's fine. This is just the French one. Now, again, I will pour it onto a little pad. Then you're going to take it. See? And it like would get soapy. And then you're going to take it and then wipe your face down. And then once you do that, that's also breaking down the makeup too. So when I have on lashes, when I have on eyeliner, mascara, I will use micellar water and like rub it all over with a little bit of soap. And then I'm gonna wash my face again with my cleanser, okay? So those are things that I do when I have on makeup, because I just wanna make sure that my face is all the way clean, and then I just go through with the regular rest of my routine. Once a week, I like to exfoliate, and you don't wanna over exfoliate your skin, okay? I am from the generation where, baby, we were using that St. Ives apricot scrub. We was tearing our skin up, but it felt so good. So we have graduated, okay? So these are scrubs that I use that are gentle enough, like these are physical exfoliators is what they will be called. And it's not something I would use every day, right? Once, maybe twice a week, usually just once. So one of them, of course, is a Kiehl's, and this is the Pineapple Papaya. I really enjoy this scrub. You can see it's like really light, right? But there are little exfoliating sort of beads in there that's gonna get into the root. And pineapple and like papaya enzymes are good for like getting out the dirt. And they're really good about attacking blackheads for some reason. So like I will use that scrub, or I will use a good molecule. Y'all see what brands I like, okay? I'm a brand loyalist. So then I will use this physical exfoliant, and this is pineapple exfoliating powder. And this, as you can see, I'll put a little in my hand, looks like this. And so what you'll do is you'll just basically add a little bit of water to it, and it will get like a paste, and then you rub that on your face. Now, both of these have the pineapple in them, so they're both gonna do that same job. But the price difference, like this I think is $12 to $15, and then this is like $35, right? So something like that. So you can choose, but you know, they're both gonna be effective. So I will use those, and I use that usually once a week, just to make sure I'm getting any dead skin off or residual dirt that I haven't been able to kind of like scrub clean off of my face. And those are the products that I'm pretty faithful to. Those are the brands that I like. I'm always gonna have Kiehl's in my cabinet. Good Molecules is something that's always gonna be there. Drunk Elephant, always gonna be there. Those are brands that have been consistent with their products. They don't change often, and they work really, really well for my skin. So now I'm gonna show you some tools. Okay, so often when people think about tools for skincare, you know, they might be thinking about like extracting kind of tools or stuff like that. I am not a super big tool user, but there are a few things that I think are worth the investment. That if you're going to get something, this is where I would start. So one, I would start with silicone brushes. These are things that are automatic, you know, they get plugged in and they kind of will do the scrubbing and do the work for you. This is a Foreo that I've had for a number of years. And then this is also, you can hear it. So it does the scrubbing, you know what I mean? And it just really like gets into the skin and into the pores. This is a brush from Butter. And so, you know, you can use these type of tools if you really want a good, like, kind of wash. I enjoy it because silicone is something that you can really, like, boil to sanitize if you need to, and clean very well. You can spray on it, you know, so it's just really good for that. I also do have a Clarisonic brush. Now, I will say, I haven't used my Clarisonic in so long. This is not a tool that I reach for often anymore, but you can change the brush heads. I think this is something good if you just want, again, another cleansing kind of thing. It does work well. If you're in the market for a facial brush, I would get a Clarisonic for sure. If you want to talk about things like depuffers or stuff like that, ice roller. Obviously, oh, that feels so good. This ice roller, ice is really good for obviously depuffing the face, kind of like livening and brightening your skin up, waking it up. You know, so these are good first thing in the morning. A lot of people like to use them then. I do not really suffer badly from puffy eyes. That's not something I experience. But this is good for just like helping the skin wake up but tighten up too. You know what I mean? So even rolling this across my face now feels so amazing. You can get ice globes. So these are really good, you know, to put under the eyes here. I have terrible allergies, you guys. I mean, they were so bad that when I was a kid, I had to get an inhaler because my nasal passages were so clogged. I would like just keep getting these terrible sinus headaches. So these are great for me because I can put them on my eyes when they get so itchy. And sometimes I just kind of like, you know, move them around my eyes to keep the itchiness at bay. And this soothes them a lot. You know, so if you're feeling tired or you just, you know, like have a little bit of a like little tension headache, this is great for that. I don't have one right now, but I do use a gouache tool, which, you know, you need to oil your face and use those things. But I do that to like sculpt, you know, my chin line, my jawline here, my forehead, my nose, my cheekbones. And it's really good to massage. I find that I reach for my gouache is like in my nightstand, and I reach for it at night to like soothe and relax my skin and just relax my face and kind of like release the tension from the day. I'll use it on the side of my neck. So I love a gouache. And when it comes to other tools or other products like facial masks and things like that, I don't do a lot of my masks as much as I used to. However, there are a few that I will recommend to you, like this Peach Slices Jelly Mask. Oh, this is really good. Everybody knows that Korean skincare is where it's at, and Peach Slices is an excellent brand. So it really looks, you'll be able to see, it looks like jelly in here. Yep, there we go. So good. This makes my face feel so smooth after I use it. This is a mask that I really thoroughly enjoy. This is the Turmeric Energizing Mask from Kiehl's. I like to use this. It's cranberry seed. Again, it just like brightens up the face. You know, turmeric is like a natural brightener, so you can use it for dark places on your skin. So you can make like a scrub with turmeric and sugar and like a little bit of oil. And really, if you have like darker armpits, you could use that because it will brighten up. Then we have these little like gold eye patches. Sometimes I'm just relaxing and I want to chill. And I love these because they come individually wrapped, right? So they're gonna stay like moisturized. They're not gonna get dried out. Tear them open and go. They work pretty well. I love taking like a little bit of the extra serum and rubbing it underneath my eyes. Works amazing. Now as far as tools go, Dermaplaners. I love to get these in a pack individual. So if I am feeling a little fuzz, you know, you got a little fuzz. So I just will go and kind of like scrape it down. You know, make sure your face is well oiled so you're not just like scratching your face. But when I do want to do it, I want a fresh one every time. You don't want to reuse them. So I get one that's disposable and I just kind of like, you know, scrape down my cheeks and stuff because your makeup lays flatter when your face doesn't have the fuzz. And that's really how I take care of my skin. Those are my regular tools. These are the products that I love, and that is how I make sure that I have a good canvas, right? Because you can glam your face down, you can beat that mug down, but what's underneath it matters most. You know, you want to get yourself to a place where like you're comfortable wearing no makeup. And if you're not, fine, but love your face as it is. You're beautiful, you look amazing, and when you take care of your skin, it takes care of you and it loves you back. If you love this video today, please be sure to subscribe. Make sure you like it, give me a thumbs up, and drop a comment below because y'all know I like to chat in the comments, okay? If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments. I'll answer below. I am not an esthetician by any means, but I am a beauty girly. I love beauty. I like skin. It makes me happy. So if there's any questions you may have, suggestions of products you want, drop it below and I'll try to do my best to answer. As always, you can follow me everywhere around the internet at Hot Mommy or The Hot Mommy. You'll find me. And until I see you next week, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Bye.